into magnetic tubes for MRIs and making my breasts go horizontal in mammogram machines. From the moment I learned about the gene, someone had his or her hands up my shirt constantly. Meanwhile, a chorus of advice rose around me about prophylactic surgeries, but those seemed strange and medieval to me when I was young and spry and busy having, nursing, and raising my daughter. So I kept vigilant until now, when, as it turns out, I wasn't vigilant enough, and I should have done the prophylactic lopping when I had the chance. Because now, it doesn't look like it will be prophylactic anymore. Now I'm in some trouble. But just for the sake of honoring my own risky former self, I let myself be happily catapulted back to a time when even the word prophylactic suggested a tiny raincoat of pure, impending fun. The nurse returned and took my blood pressure again. I stayed quiet, knowing it wasn't going to matter who took my blood pressure, where, or when. Goat, boat, mouse house, here, there, anywhere. Something was building in me like applause or lava about to shoot out of my head. A sound? A bolt of sci-fi light? Actual brain matter or blood? I felt as bubbly and unpredictable as a cartoon. I found it tricky to calibrate my blood's panic when its container was in peril. My body knew it was in danger. Every cell in me, including the Judases who were dividing, replicating, partying, knew this next news would be bad. That what we, all parts of me, were waiting to discover was a question of margins. How dire? Catastrophic? What story would I be telling Charles at dinner? A hopeful version? A euphemistic one? Or telling Leah, if I took that wild route instead? Leah. See? I was already contemplating it before I got the full impact of the diagnosis. Maybe this whole cancer palooza is no excuse. A spot of calcification had shown up on my most recent MRI. The deceptively maternal-seeming Dr. A was the one who told me this, holding my slide onto one of those backlit boxes I'd only seen in movies before. She flicked a switch and pressed the picture of tissue up onto that box of light, her broken nail pointing out a spot of white. She spit slightly when she said the word dense in her incredible sentence, because your breast tissue is especially dense. All those slobbery and disgusting S's crowding out the verb, the nouns, the actual meaning of the sentence. I never heard what the clause modified, or understood what this especial denseness foretold. Instead, I watched her spray of spit like a shadow puppet show across the lit slide, wondering whether the white spot was a presence or an absence, a small pearl in a dark sea of tissue, or something removed by a mini hole punch. Either way, corrosive cells were coursing through my marrow. Even before that appallingly alliterative appointment, or the one 3 days ago, when I heard about the dead girl and my own body's prospects veered toward worse, I had stopped watching television shows that only featured women either naked or dead. That sounds like a pretty low bar, but it eliminated everything. It excluded especially whatever my husband loved, including the pilot episode of a detective show he and the rest of the world were particularly rapturous about. The only character in whose story I could invest my energy was a corpse, hog-tied to a tree before the series even got started. How luxurious would it be to find myself among the chorus of men in cop costumes circling that bloodless, naked body, taking notes, aroused, distressed? Furrowing my brow with the concentration of the artificially living, I would vow to avenge whatever also man had done this heinous thing, all while untying the girl and stretching her out on the grass. It was less fun, even as a viewer, to identify with the decaying victim, at least for me.